Okay, morning, day 2. I made it through the night. Slept pretty well. No noises, nobody came through the site, which was good. Didn't rain. A couple of deer in the site this morning for breakfast, and ready to hit the trail. I'm going to take the Ramapo-Dunderburg trail, which goes that way, to the Fingerboard shelter, have lunch there, check it out, and then take the Appalachian trail back to the car. Just give you a sense of where Bold Rock Shelter is. It's right over there. Sorry, right over there, over the ridge. You can just about see the roof. I did not stay there. It was pretty nasty. But here's Bold Rocks. It's really nice. One of the best sunsets I've seen. Not from here, but up on the ridge a little bit. Just down the trail a little bit. Definitely good sites for hanging. There was one other dude camping in a tent right down there, and lots of spots to camp. They say you can camp anywhere near the shelter, within eyesight of the shelter. I kind of wasn't, but that's okay. The only bad thing is there's no water, so you gotta pack in all your water. So okay, see ya. Here we are at the junction of the Lichen Trail, hence the L, which continues that way to connect to the long path. And we're going to stay right here on the Ramapo-Dunderburg Trail and continue north to the Fingerboard shelter. And I don't know if you can see off in the distance over there, there's some kind of housing development right on the ridge. Pretty gross. Okay, we're on top of Hogan Camp Mountain, coming down the end on the Ramapo-Dunderburg Trail, heading down towards Times Square, and it's pretty fantastic up here. A little bit of shade, very nice. Over in that direction is north, and that's where the Catskills are, and it's just really beautiful up here. What a beautiful hike. I can't believe there's nobody else up here. Top of Hogan Camp Mountain, about 1,300 feet above sea level. I know that's a lot, but so beautiful today. Clear skies. Looking south behind me is the rest of Hudson Highlands and New York City, and heading to the Fingerboard shelter on the Appalachian Trail. It's just so beautiful up here. Can't believe I have it all to myself. Pretty cool. Well, here we are at Times Square, where 4 trails come in. The Ramapo-Dunderburg Trail goes off that way. The Arden Shore Bridge Trail, which is what we started on. If I wanted to, I could take it that way, and that'll eventually take me back to Elk Pen. The teal mark is the long path, so the long path comes through here and goes off that way. Starts, I don't remember where. I'll probably put it in the video when I remember. So here's the Fingerboard shelter. Nicer than Bold Rocks. 2 fireplaces and a fire pit outside. And pretty nice view. Nice and shady. Supposedly there's a spring down there somewhere, but being as though it's August, it's pretty dry, I'm not going to bother going to check it out. So this has been the only source of running water so far today. Surebridge Brook. There's two mines up creek, Greenwood Mine and Surebridge Mine, and then Surebridge Swamp. Looks pretty clean. Water came out pretty clean. It's running. Of course, I treated it with iodine, let it sit for a half hour, and then eventually this flows into another swamp and then into Lake Cohasset. So we're down in a little valley here. Came down off of that, pretty straight. There was no really switchbacks, which sucks. Hopefully going up this there'll be switchbacks, but I doubt it. Here is Greenwood Mine. Another one of the iron mines here in Harriman. And there's massive piles of tailings, mine tailings. There's one right there, another one right there, and lots of bits and pieces of iron-rich rock out here. And it's Greenwood Mine is pretty well flooded. Who knows how deep it goes, but this was the entrance. Pretty cool. So here we are at another trail junction of the Appalachian Trail, which if I wanted to, I could go that way 793 miles and I'd be in Maine. Or I can go this way for 1,365 miles and be in Georgia. Or I could take the long path that way. There's the blaze right there, and in about 52 miles I'd be at the George Washington Bridge in Jersey, New York City. Or I could go that way to Altamont, New York in 291 miles. I think I'll be going this way 2.1 miles to the Elk Pen back to my car. I gotta tell you, the Appalachian Trail, it was shady, but it was nowhere near as scenic as the Ramapo-Dunderburg Trail. There was lots of ups and downs. I still got two more mountains to go. Island Pond Mountain and Green Pond Mountain. Hopefully there's switchbacks. I had to stop and take a break. My quads were killing me. This last climb up Island Pond Mountain, that's where we are, really killed me. So I'm eating the best Snickers, dark, and I have some water, and it's about 1:15. Should be to lemon squeezer right over this this mountain here, and then one more climb up Green Pond Mountain, and then down, and then to the Elk Pen and to the car. Now, this part was killing me. Lots of ups and downs, but not too bad, I guess. Not bad for a 45-year-old out of shape. Okay, bye. And there's the lemon squeezer going down, and it is a wedge-shaped crack, and go all the way around, and trail goes that way. But I took the easy way, which was not so easy. Yes, I did fit through there. I had to go sideways and take my pack off, but I conquered the lemon squeezer. Yay! Island Pond. I'm not sure what mountain this is, or ridge, or whatever, but boy, it must be beautiful in the winter time. And there's a campsite. Not allowed to camp there. Very close to the trail. But in the winter, I would imagine that is the place to be. What a view. In the winter, that is, when all the trees are down, leaves are down. Whew, I'm tired. Well, despite the fact that there was a big sign that said fire is not permitted, there's a whole bunch of fire rings that I'm seeing in this general area, which just in this area there's 3 that overlooks Island Pond. My God, is this beautiful. I think this is going to be a spot to come back in the winter. It's not too far of a hike, easy to get to, and it's overlooking Island Pond. I mean, come on now. How beautiful is this? Lots of trees to hang from. And look, people. It's the only people I've seen this whole trip, or today at least. I must have crossed over the mountain because, listen, there's the thruway, so we're getting closer to back home. I must look like a thru hiker. I passed some kids hiking on the trail and they said, how long you been out? I said, feels like days, but it's only been a day. One overnight. I guess with the beard and the gear I have and the long hair, I don't know. Maybe I look like a thru hiker. Do I look like a thru hiker? I don't know. So this is the Elk Pen. It's the Elk Pen parking lot right down there. This is where the Appalachian Trail begins for Harriman, where the Arden-Sherbridge Trail begins, and you could take Arden Valley Road to visit Island Pond, Mountain Pond, and all that good stuff.